Hello everyone, it's October 8th, 2013. Thanks for joining me today on the Moneybag 73 channel. Well, we're 9 days from default in the United States. Can you believe that? That's not what this video is about, but I had to mention I saw the president on television talking about the Republican shutdown and, blaming it all on the Republicans. And he was saying that raising the ceiling, the debt ceiling, doesn't raise the debt. He wanted Americans to understand that. And technically that's right, but raising the debt ceiling just means we're going to go knock on the ceiling again and we're going to have to raise it again at a future point. So actually not raising the ceiling would mean that we're not going to be adding any more debt. So this is reverse logic. Then he gives some more reverse logic, just outright lying here. He's saying that we need to raise the debt ceiling so that we can pay our bills. We're not a deadbeat nation. Now, excuse me, but if I had a Discover card that was maxed out at $10,000 limit, and I call up Discover and say, hey, I need you to raise my limit $5,000, I got to pay my bills here. I mean, wouldn't just leaving it at $10,000 force me to actually pay my bills with some other income or maybe selling something? I mean, paying my bills would be not raising the limit, but so he's using reverse logic again. So the president just up there lying, confusing people. It's really hard to watch, everyone. I'm sure some of you feel the same way, but ultimately, I think in the 11th hour, they'll come to some resolution, just like they did in 2011. And this is all just theater. Anyhow, on to the video that I had planned for you. China's gold imports were above 100 tons coming in through Hong Kong for the 4th consecutive month. China's net gold purchases fell, like expected by many analysts, by a mere 6 tons. So it's still way above 100 tons coming in August. And this is putting China on track for 1,000-ton gold imports through Hong Kong. And keep in mind, that's the best way that we can track what's going into China, because they don't report. And they do have ports in Shanghai and Beijing where more gold could be coming in. But tracking the Hong Kong imports is the best idea of how much gold is going into China. So 110.5 tons went into China in August versus 116 in July. So just a small drop, even though you may see some headlines saying, demand is dropped in China for gold, blah, blah. I love the spin on that type of stuff. So we have China's net gold imports for the year at 744 tons, first 8 months, while India's at 600. So I'm sure officially 2013, China will pass India as the largest gold importer. They're already the largest gold producer. So you got lots of gold going into China, which I believe at some point they will want to back their yuan with gold and maybe try to have it be the reserve currency of the world, but that's left to be seen. I did want to mention 60% of the world's gold market is going into India and China. That's just totally impressive percentage of the gold market. It's really incredible to think about that. I saw that India's silver imports were 311% higher than a year ago. They just announced. It appears that 2008 will be the only year India imported more silver than this year. So they have so many restrictions on gold imports over there that citizens are saying, well, then give me the next best thing. Give me real money. Give me silver. I mean, we don't want this paper crap you guys are peddling. So I wanted to put this in perspective real quick. The amount of gold that China imported through Hong Kong in August is more than 36 times the official gold reserves of Canada. In a single month, 36 times more gold than Canada says it has in reserve is being imported in 1 month. It's 18 times more than the official gold reserves that Ireland states that it has. And all this is coming from the World Gold Council. So 18 times the amount of gold Ireland has going into China in 1 month. It's just incredible amount of gold going into China, and there's incredible amount of silver going into India. And if you ask the average Joe, they'll probably say, well, gold and silver, there hasn't been much demand. The price hasn't moved much. You really, if you're not looking at this like a lot of you are, and I am, reporting on this stuff, you really don't see what's going on. But there's huge demand for the metals, and there will be straw to break the camel's back at some point. Because there's just not the physical backing up the whole paper illusionary market that's been created. So anyhow, that's it for now, everybody. I did also want to mention my humble opinion on China's gold holdings. I believe we're going to have an announcement sometime soon. It's been about 4 years since they've officially announced what China's holding in reserves now. And the last time it was 1,054 tons. I believe they're going to come out and say that they now hold 4,000 tons whenever they feel the time's right. That's my best guess, is how much they have now. It would be half of what the United States claims to have in reserves. So that's it. Talk to y'all soon.